Welcome to Santa Anita Park in Southern California, one of the most picturesque racetracks in the world in the foothills of the San Gabriel Mountains. Santa Anita hosted the 2016 Breeders' Cup World Championships, the richest day of horse racing in the United States, bringing together not only some of the best horses from around the country, but from around the world too.
They're off in the Breeders' Cup Classic. California Chrome and Arrogate both had great starts.
While marveling at the awe-inspiring performances of its current stars, sports also keeps an eye out for who its future stars will be. The 2016 Breeders' Cup at Santa Anita featured two stretch duels that will likely go down in history. One for their excitement, and two because they matched racing's current best with those poised to take the baton. In the Breeders' Cup's marquee race, the $6 million Classic over 1.25 miles, it was California Chrome versus Arrogate. California Chrome had won the 2014 Kentucky Derby, the richest horse race in the world in the 2016 $10 million Dubai World Cup, and more than $13 million in career earnings. The young 3-year-old Arrogate recently roared onto the racing scene with a 13.5-length domination of the Travers at Saratoga in track record time. Jockey Mike Smith sent Arrogate after California Chrome and Victor Espinoza around the far turn. Larry Colmus brings them home.
Victor Espinoza and California Chrome have a 2.5-length lead, and Mike Smith lets Arrogate loose. And here he comes. He's going to try to make a race of it with a 1/4 mile to run. And they're into the stretch, and California Chrome comes roaring home with Arrogate coming after him on the outside. A furlong to run. California Chrome put to the test. Arrogate full out. Can he stick with it? California Chrome. Arrogate still coming. California Chrome. Arrogate steals the show in the Breeders' Cup Classic. He has defeated California Chrome.
The $2 million Longines Breeders Cup Distaff for fillies and mares over 1 1/8 miles matched the favorite Songbird as the 2015 Eclipse Award Champion 2-year-old filly against reigning champion Older Mare Beholder and champion 3-year-old filly Stellar Wind. 6-year-old Mare Beholder had won the 2012 Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies and the 2013 Distaff. 3-year-old filly Songbird won the 2015 Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. Like two boxing champions, they slugged it out to the finish.
And here we go! Songbird set down. Beholder is alongside. Forever Unbridled is 2.5 lengths behind them. Furlong to run. Songbird, Beholder, they are nose to nose. This race living up to its expected power as they come to the wire. Their noses apart. It's Beholder. I think she got her head down on the wire. Songbird dug in, gambling all the way.
There were also Battle of the Sexes Breeders' Cup races as fillies and mares took on male horses, looking for the femme fatale success of last year when Tepin won the Breeders' Cup Mile and Found captured the Breeders' Cup Turf. Tourist had the lead in the home stretch of the mile. He had lost to Tepin in last year's mile and was beaten twice this year by the filly Miss Temple City and equine Bobby Riggs against Billie Jean King.
Tourist and Tepin, who is still about 5 lengths off the lead, trying to win it again as they come to the top of the stretch. Midnight Storm has taken the lead on the outside. Miss Temple City, Tourist is down toward the rail. Lamato is next. Tepin's got to get going. Here's Tourist coming up the fence, and Tepin's coming on the far outside. Tourist, Tepin on the outside. They're coming down to the line. Tourist and Tepin. Tourist has defeated Tepin in the Breeders' Cup Mile.
Found became the first horse in history to win both the richest turf race in North America, the 2015 Breeders' Cup Turf, and in Europe, the 2016 Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe. In trying to defend her turf title, she faced 2016 ARC runner-up Highland Reel, as well as 2015 ARC runner-up Flincher, who had since become a 3-time stakes winner in the U.S. in 2016.
Flincher is now being asked to quicken, and he's moving up. He's within 9 lengths of the lead, but Highland Reel's out there by himself as they're coming to the top of the stretch, and he's under a full out drive, and they're into the stretch in the Breeders' Cup Turf. Highland Reel, 6 in front of Flincher, who's got a furlong to run him down. Found is back there running at 5th. 16th to go. Highland Reel by 4. Flincher cutting into the gap, but he's running out of time. Highland Reel by 3. Highland Reel is a Breeders' Cup champion. And then it was Flincher. He was second best today. Found was third.
A crafty piece of riding by Shamie Heffernan, as Highland Reel gave the field the slip and would not be reeled in. It was a repeat of the top 2 from the 2015 Hong Kong Vase at Sha Tin.
Highland Reel in for the fight. He regained the lead from Flincher, then Darrian, but it's Highland Reel. Aidan O'Brien, his first victory in the Hong Kong Vase, and Highland Reel defeats the defending champion.
After 4 tries in the Breeders' Cup Mile, Obviously finally had his Breeders' Cup day in the spotlight when he ran for the first time in the turf sprint.
Pure Sensation tries to cut into the gap in second. And Washington, D.C. is done on the inside. Holy Loop is there. Ohm is coming late with a flying finish between horses, but it's Obviously still in front. Ohm is closing with a rush on the far outside. Obviously! And Ohm was flying too. Then it was Pure Sensation, Calgary Cat and Green Mask, and another wild finish here.
The 2016 Breeders' Cup was a mix of new stars, old stars, and those whose persistence finally paid off with a trip to the winner's circle.